Hello, this is Stuart Bailey School of Motoring. I'm here today to show you module number 2 of your driving manoeuvres section. So I'll explain to you what we're going to do. We're going to move off very shortly, pull up alongside a vehicle and reverse parallel park our car into a space. It's one of the most common manoeuvres to be used, especially in town and in busy streets. And we have to reverse into our parking bay because the rear wheels don't have any steering. So it's easier to get into the space by reverse parallel park. A lot of people have a bit of a hang-up about this and feel that it's a very difficult manoeuvre. It isn't actually a very difficult manoeuvre at all. There's a very good formula and good reference points you can use to get into the space. So I'll show you that now. I'll just pop my seatbelt on. I'm going to check it's out of gear. Foot in the foot brake, clutch down, and we'll start the car. Into first gear and looking over the left shoulder first, and then just checking all the mirrors and round to the right and looking over our shoulder as we're moving away, just glancing over our shoulder. See, there's a car coming, so I'm pausing for a bit. Let it go by. Another one coming, so we'll pause again. This is our angle start, of course, moving off from our parking space. So, moving out, another car coming, so we're just going to pause again. It's quite busy today. And once that car's by, I think that there's another 2 cars coming, so we're just going to hold off and we'll move off shortly. I think we can move off now, so we're just moving out now. I'll move our signal on, and our signal goes on, and we're going to do a parallel park round about one of these cars on the left further up the road. Just checking the mirror behind, and we'll go up into the next gear. Just watching at the junction there that the silver car didn't pull out. I see a space up on the left. I see there's a cyclist behind me, so I'm going to have to give him a good signal. So it's mirrors left and signal and pulling in on the left. Slowing down with the brakes and just slowing down. Not getting too close to the car that we're going to reverse around. Stopping with our mirror just past the door mirror of the vehicle we're reversing around. Looking over our shoulders to the left and to the right. I see there's a car waiting behind. He's moved on by now, so we'll let him go. At this point, we're going to let our handbrake off and move back until we see the tailgate lights in the rear passenger back door window, just appearing and no more in the back end of that window. Check over the shoulder to the right again, just to making sure it's clear, and then back round again, checking around, and see there's another car behind us, so we're pausing again. Now we can put full lock on as we're moving the car and steering the car at the same time. Moving round, as we come round, we're looking for the number plate of the vehicle behind in the centre of that mirror on the right hand side. And once we see that in there, we just straighten the steering up till we go straight back at the angle. Got a pedestrian on the left hand side there on the curb, so we let her walk on by. Reverse on straight back, looking in the left hand mirror occasionally to see where the door handle is referenced to the top of the curb. The top of the curb is coming right underneath the door handle now. Keep looking around as we are doing this manoeuvre. You can see I'm constantly looking around. See, it's underneath the door handle now, so I turn full lock to the right, full lock round, using the steering nice and gently round. Bring this car round nice and gently. I know that reference was correct, so I'm looking around over my shoulders. As it comes round and nearly parallel with the other car in front and with the curb, I now straighten the steering up, and now we're in behind the car, looking behind as we're reversing back. If you feel that the car's slightly far away, if you've got enough room, you can always steer the car slightly to the left and then bring it back to the right and straightening the car up into the space, and that'll do fine. We're just going to straighten the car up again. So no harm done if you make a small mistake and you're slightly far away. If you've got enough room to do the manoeuvre, you can always take it closer to the curb, especially in your driving test, because in your driving test you're not going to have a vehicle behind you when you do this manoeuvre. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that was helpful.